Hey folks, Father Sanpati from CG Virus here. Some people ask for a demo on shadow catcher on Eevee. So Eevee itself doesn't have a very good shadow setup actually. So we need to hack it a little bit, and then this Eevee setup will be only viable for sun lamp. Okay, sun lamp. It will not work with point light and etc. Just only sun lamp. And we will also see a hybrid model where we can use Eevee and cycle all together in a compositor. So let's get it started. So it's a basic, very basic staircase and stuff. So nothing special. So let's create a light here first. So empty light, yep, sun. There we go. Press G, RR. So I'm just going to match the reference image here. Okay, somewhere here. So it's already been animated. Okay, so yeah, somewhere here. Okay, fine. So now let's go to the light setup here. And in the light setup, what we need to do is basically, you can see the angle here. There we go, angle and contact shadow. So I'm just going to turn on contact shadow here, and angle is 0.526, which is good. So let's use 0.526, something like that. And let's use some power, strength, so like a hard light or something. Yeah, something like that. Alright, and the fez should be somewhere here. Okay, so we're going to use softness, etc. Everything is fine. So let's go to the Eevee and let's go to shadows. I'm going to use soft shadow here. Okay, soft shadow, light pressure, everything is fine. Okay, not a problem. So now let's go and let's build this guy. So first thing first, I'm going to our shadow catcher. It will be a shadow catcher build. So let's delete this stuff here. I'm going for a diffuse, just F, and let's see it. There we go. And then we will need transparent shadow, transparent BSDF, connect it here. Yeah, we need on RGB RGB shadow to RGB, and just connect it here. There we go. And then we will need, if I go here, you can see what is happening here. Okay, and then we will need basically a ramp, color ramp. There we go. And now let's go to film and transparent. There we go. Okay, so now we are going for the object, actually the material context, and here we want to do is blend mode as alpha blend. Okay, show backface, uncheck show backface, and you're already seeing the stuff. And in the shadow mode we're going for none. So what does it do is basically the self shadow will be disabled here. Okay, the self shadow, you can see here. If I go to opaque, it will create some self shadow. We don't need that, we need none. Okay, so more or less done. You can go for our thresholds. So now you can see the severe problem that it has occlusion. So what you need to do is basically we can create a normal map here. Normal, nope, not this one. Let's create this normal map. There we go. Going for object space. In the color, we're going for RGB, and I'm going to disable R0 G0 B1 and just connect it to the diffuse. Okay, now you will get no occlusion at all. Okay, perfectly done. And now we can just go for some correction. By the way, we can use HDR as well here. We can go beyond values. So what you can do is basically you can go to HSV. Okay, so here you can model the HSV here. So I can go for value like 5. Okay, so now it is going beyond 1. You can do it like that, or you can go for 2. Okay, just to make your tolerance level. But for this one, I think the 1 is much more than that, so let's just go for 1. There we go, and just go for some tolerance, and here we go. Okay, yeah, something like that. So let's see if we can do some much more better job with shadow. Yeah, we can strengthen it a little bit, like 2 or 4. Actually, this will reference the shot perfectly. Okay, yeah, let's go for some angle to create softness. So let's go for, so what is angle, what does angle do is basically your sun spot. Suppose if you were in midnight, mid noon, at 12, it should be 0. Okay, the sharp angle. So this is the sun angle actually. I mean the sun rotation angle. Yeah, sun doesn't have any angle, but the earth rotation angle, etc, etc. You got the idea. So we can create some soft shadow from here as well. So here we go. Okay, done. It will only go with sun lamp. If you go for a point light, press Ctrl S, point light, it will not work. It will create some much more occlusion, something like if I go to 500, yeah, you can see the occlusion. So if you want to use it, you can quite obviously you can do some thresholding, and if you want to create that stuff like that, you can do it like that as well. But I'm not supporting it. We can use sunlight actually, because actually Eevee point light parameters are not accurate. All right, you will not get accurate shadow with it. Only the sun lamp, I have seen that the sun lamp is much more better, calculation wise. So yeah, we can use it like that. Okay, simple. Alright, so what we can do now is basically we can composite it quite obviously. So let's go to the compositor and let's do it. So I have like 20 frames set up here. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to Ctrl S save, and let's go to compositing custom. Alright, so we are going to use our compositing custom. So some people also asked about how to integrate the 3D scene files with our compositing node, the plugin, compositing plugin, the compositor disc plugin. So this is a chance, so you can see it here. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to F4 and append. I'm going to my compositor blank template, and here we're going for our scene, and there is our comp1. Okay, so I'm just going to append it here, and I'm just going for comp1 here. So here we go. And what I need to do is basically I'm just going for Shift A and go to the render layers. Here we go. And here you can find your scene file that is in main. You can also go for view layer. This one is particularly very important. You can understand the potential of it. The thing is basically Blender 2.7 era, there was a limited layer. Now we have infinite layers, so you can understand the stuff here, right? So Anyway, so let's go to the image layer and let's scale, connect it with the scale. And if we go now here, we can see our stuff. So if we go to the render result here, yeah, okay, so that is the thing. So now let's go to let's start working. We need an image, the background image actually, so I'm just going for the image, and let's go to the background image we had here. Is there. Okay, so the scale ratio was incorrect, so I'm just going for scale, and I'm just going for connect it here, and let's go to the render size. I'm going to stretch it because mine was not correct. Yeah, now it will work. Okay, so the render layer, what I'm going to do is basically I'm going for an alpha over. There we go. And now let's connect it to this will be top, and this will be bottom, and this will be connected here. Okay, done. So let's go here. Yeah, let's check the alternative, and I'm going for 20. There we go. Okay, we can uncheck it as well, not a problem. So we need 20. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. So let's render it and let's see. Okay, it's done. So let's play it. There we go. Okay. The first frame has not count the thing here. Let me see what happened. Let's delete the cache and clear the cache. Okay. Okay, that's all right. So if you want to see it in a faster way, you can do it from 20%. And also we don't need lots of stuff here. Yeah, something 1 is all right. So let's see. Okay, done. So let's play it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, clear the cache, delete the cache. There we go. So that's how you can work with it. So this is number 1. So what about point light and stuff? So let's go for a hybrid model and let's see how can we work with it. By the way, for those who are confused about this setup, go to our Compositor Disc Cache plugin video and you will understand this stuff. This is actually a plugin we are trying to develop, and we are trying to make pipeline as well. So I will give it in the description. All right, so let's get started with hybrid position. So for the hybrid, what we want to do is basically we have to create 2 collection layer here. Number 1, I have created a layer pressing M. Okay, pressing M, and you can create your layer. So I have created a monkey layer here with Susan, and there is in our shadow catcher we have 2 actually. So I'm just going to make it in a global collection. Okay, sun will be global. All right, so you can do it in 2 step actually. You can use view layer, but view layer is actually only possible if you are using Eevee, then you can use view layer, or if you are using cycle you can use view layer as well. But for this purpose we need Eevee and cycle. So what we need to do is basically we can create, this is called main. Okay, we can name it Eevee or whatever you want to do, and the next layer should be a copy, layer copy, linked copy, and let's name it cycle. And in cycle, before everything else, press Ctrl S and file, open recent untitled 3. Why? Because there are some glitches that if you link the copy file, then sometimes the Eevee or the parent scene can become corrupted. So do it like reload. Okay, file, open, resend, and reload. Reload the file before anything else. Okay, now let's get started. The first thing is basically in cycle. I'm going to change it to cycle. GPU compute, render, let's make it 32, and etc, etc. Okay. Oh, I did it before, so I'm just going to undo it. Okay, so for the stair, we are going for a principal BSDF. Actually, we don't need this guy, so let's go principal BSDF, and here we go. This is our thing. So what we can do here is basically, we don't want to see the monkey here, we just need these shadow. So let's go to the object panel here, object panel, and I'm going for invisibility. So camera, invisible, diffuse, glossy, I don't need those, I just need the shadow. Okay, first thing first is done. And then go to the shadow catcher, cube, and I'm going for diffuse, glossy. Actually, let's just disable everything here, and go for a shadow catcher. Okay, ray visibility, I don't need shadow here as well, so yeah, so something like that. Actually, shadow catcher will be alright. So now we have the pure shadow here, so the cycle is done. Save it. Now let's go to Eevee, and in Eevee what we need to do, let's go to Eevee here. In Eevee what we need to do is basically, we don't need this guy anymore, so we can disable it from here, view layer, disable from view layer, view layer, disable from view layer, exclude, and other things are all fine. Okay, so let's save it, and yeah, that's it. Actually, we can go to the cycle and we can improve the performance a little bit. So let's go to shadow catcher, everything is fine here. So let's go to performance, GPU compute on. We are going to render viewport. Let's see if we use 16, how does it work. Let me see. Yeah, it's alright, perfect. Okay, and let's go to light paths, and in the max bounds it is using 12 for sunlight. Okay, so if we go to direct light, 8 bounds, I think it will be enough. Okay, let's go for 2 actually, or 1. What does it do? A bounce? Yeah, it'll be alright as well. Okay, not a problem. So let's go glossy. I'm going to 0, 0, 0, 0. Everything is 0. We don't need those. Okay, direct light, blah blah blah, filter glossy, I don't need that, 0. And what else? Transparent glass. Okay, performance is alright, I think. Yep, and other things are all fine. Yeah, maybe this will be good. Okay, let's save it. Control save. So now what I want to do is basically, I want to go to, let's name it shadow catcher, shadow catcher. Yeah, so now let's go to the compound again. Here we go. What are not this stuff? Save it. Let's go to the compositing custom. There we go. And now we need some stuff, so let's delete this layer. Everything is fine, so just go here, and we need image, not image, sorry, render layers. There we go. And for this one we're going for Eevee, view layer is fine. There we go. And let's go to Shift D, and for this we're going for shadow catcher, view layer is fine. Okay, so let's use an alpha over. Shadow will be in down, monkey will be on top, and this guy, if you want to see what is happening here, we can see it here. Okay, it's loading very slowly, so let's go to 20%. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now let's alpha over here, just as before. There we go, and let's see it. There we go. Okay, that's it. So now we can render it, so let's render it. Okay, so here we go. Alright, I believe that we can improve the cycle performance as well. Let's see. Okay, so I have just gone through some stuff, and it's not that we could not give it much more things. I just go to the branch path tracing and give it the render and viewport 2 all or 1. Yeah, but it seems slow, but I know it will work. Okay, anyway, and another thing what we can do is basically this will be very much noisy, so what we can do is basically go to the comp 1, actually in compositing custom, and you can see the noise here. So what we can do is basically we can create a blur node here, the last resort, and we can give it something like I'm not sure, 5, or let's increase it. Yep, like 16 will be alright. So here it is. Alright, so let's see a final preview with 100% render results. Let's see it. By the way, just to show you how the speed is going on, this is the speed, okay, and it's going on like that. So let's see. There we go. Let's play it. There we go. Yeah, fine. Alright, so that's it. I'm Father Sympathetic from CG Virus, and we're going to see you next time. Bye bye.